In this video, I'll take you through my complete YouTube workflow and give you lots of hints and tips along the way that you'll find super useful. My name is Vic Barry, and for tips, techniques, and thoughts on making videos, please hit subscribe, especially if you find this video useful. I'll always have a bunch of ideas floating around in my head. These ideas can revolve around current trending topics, maybe such as a new camera like a GoPro, or any kind of techniques, or basically whatever else comes to mind. But the idea, for me at least anyway, must give some value to the audience. I'll also have a think about the pacing and what style of music I'll use here, and I'll also kind of have a think about whether or not it's being shot in the studio, which is kind of here, or if I'm going to be out and about. And I'll always have a title in mind for the idea, and I'll drop that into something like Morning Fame or TubeBuddy to kind of see its actual potential. And I'll also have a pretty rough idea about a thumbnail as well. I dump all of my ideas into Teamwork, which I use to run the YouTube channel, and I kind of work from there, moving them through the process. I normally write a script as a guideline. You know, not every single video I make will need a script, especially if you're out and about, but for the best part, scripts can help you stay completely on point. For me, I write it notes on my phone or iPad, nothing fancy, just a stock Apple app. There's more than one way to say something. Cut out as much waffle as... I usually have one or two different types of angles that I'll shoot in the studio space here. So depending on what I'm doing, I'll set the camera up, get the light set up, drop on the teleprompter, get mic'd up, double check the camera settings, make sure I'm not covered in dust, check out the background on the monitor is correct, and then I'll press record. Don't move the camera when you're finished, just in case you have to go back and shoot something. You'll never get that frame the exact same. So keep the camera where it is, just for safety's sake. It's not going to hurt. Even when sticking to a script, there will be times when things just don't feel right in the edit. For me, I'll cut stuff to within an inch of its life if I feel it's not adding value or doesn't add anything to the story. Now, this comes with experience, and more so it comes with practice. But keep in mind that if it feels too long to you, your audience are gonna feel it twice as bad. Try and be organized in the edit as well, so having bins or folders can be a great help. And if you do anything, learn a few keyboard shortcuts, because you'll genuinely get quicker if you're using keys along with the mouse. I'll always have a blank session, my intro, lower thirds, etc. ready, and once I open this, I immediately save it as a new file, so I'm ready to go on the latest episode. I'll also use a render preset that I've created so I can render things out quickly, and I'll have 20 seconds at the end somewhere, because YouTube, of course, gives you 20 seconds for in cards, so you can kind of play around and have some fun with that. When editing, use markers to highlight where the video needs B-roll. This speeds up the process hugely, regardless if you've got all the B-roll shot or not. Having a great thumbnail is a surefire way of getting somebody to click on your video. I will have an idea for the type of thumbnail I want. I'll shoot a ton of photos for it, and then I'll edit it in Photoshop. I generally use the same type of background for each thumbnail and kind of similar color text, so it remains consistent for the best part, and people kind of go, oh, that's a Vic video. Now, as much as dumb expressions will make you feel like a clown, they do work as audiences really connect with an emotional face. Again, think of the video you're making. If it's a product, I find that having the product front and center can be useful as well. As a final piece, I'll increase the vibrance and sharpness to help make the video thumbnail pop, and I'll also drop it into Morning Fame to see how it compares to other thumbnails. Don't use a still from the video unless absolutely necessary. Publishing should be the easy part, and it can be if you've done the prep work. I'll have my title and description complete in Morning Fame, and then I'll just copy it across. I do this so I have an idea whether the title and the description and keywords are all kind of working in the right spot. Once the video is uploaded, I'll get to work on an end screen. And do not just publish the video. Once you've got a few videos under your belt, you'll see what times your audience is actually on YouTube. So publishing around these times, while not perfect or accurate, it's better than just winging it and having a guess at a random time. Scheduling videos is a great way to get ahead of yourself. Plus, you can also schedule posts in the community, so you've got one less thing to worry about. All the services that I use, I've left a link in the description here for you guys. Maybe you'll get some value out of them as well. I know I sure do. And I'll see you in the next video. And until then, don't stop fighting for yourself. Did I say the thing about the cutting too much water?